Good morning. So this is now the other vertex form, just lots of graphing, parabolas. We did x minus h, so now you're going to see x plus h. So we're going to be taking the horizontal shift, but now shifting to the left. The previous assignment, which is h is positive, it's because the value of h is positive, but even though you see x minus h, in the vertex form of the quadratic, we were making a right shift because of the zero product property. So now this is the other one. Okay, and then we will start the K, which is the vertical shift up and down, and those will get uploaded tomorrow. And then from there, Wednesday, we start standard form. And that one, you just dive into it. This one, we broke it up into pieces just so that you could really get used to all the prompts of what's A, what's H, which K, what's the vertical shift, what's the maximum value. You know, there's just so many characteristics. And so that's why it was all broken up. Okay, so here we go. Oh, and then of course there'll be an assignment. Okay, here we go. Okay, graphing quadratics, vertex form, y is equal to A, quantity x minus h. Forgot, I need to turn on the lamp. X minus h squared plus k. This is still our focus, right? The last video was a right shift. We're now going to be doing left shifts. Remember, your vertex, you go opposite h, follow k, and that is because of the zero product property. Okay, so I'm actually going to solve two of them. This will be this video. I will just solve this one because it'll probably hit close to 20 minutes. Then I'll stop it. The second video, which will be part 2, will be this problem. So just in case some of you might want another extra example. Otherwise, then you'll just jump to the third video, which will be the assignment, which is this here. And so I'll give you 3 of them. I totally goofed up the whiteout, like it just blobbed out. I shot it out too fast and I almost wanted to just redo the entire worksheet, but whatever. Okay, here we go. Y is equal to 2 quantity x plus 4 squared. Remember, there is a k here. It's plus 0, so just get used to that. Okay, tomorrow we'll start making it another number. Okay. All right, so here we go. So this is the same, right? A, H, K. All right, so we're going to fill it out. But remember, for the XY table, you're going to go opposite what you see, but you follow what you see. So here, even though we see an x plus 4, the h value is really negative 4, and I will write that out for you just so we keep just making sure you guys buy into it. Okay, what is the value of A? A is equal to 2, right? It's just positive 2. You could even just write 2. All right, is it positive or negative? It is positive. Is it concave up? It's up. Right, so it's going to look like this. Does it have a maximum or minimum point? Remember, we'll grab pink just so you could see it. Okay, remember that vertex is that turning point. It's going to be way down at the bottom of all the other points on the parabola. And so whenever you have a concave up, right, this one right here, whenever you have a concave up parabola, you always have a minimum point, which is always a minimum value. If you had concave down, which you'll see in the example over here, on the next video, down goes with max, okay? All right, so here we go. So our minimum point, this is always our vertex, okay, but we're not there yet. We'll get to it. Our axis of symmetry, right, is the h value. We will get there, right? So remember, x is always equal to h. And our minimum value is the y value of our vertex or the k. So it's the y or the k value. And we'll get to that. Let's just do the xy table. Okay, what is hk? What is the vertex? Describe the horizontal shift. Let's first do this. Graph, plot it, and then we'll come back here. Fair enough? Okay, so here we go. Let's go to our xy table. Remember, this is our vertex. This is h, this is k, right? Okay, so what do we know about the vertex? The vertex is what you see, you go opposite h, but we follow k, right? Because of that zero product property. Right, so even though you see x plus 4, and here's, I'm going to solve it by hand and then we'll get to it. It's going to be negative 4, 0, but okay, zero product property. You have x plus 4. If you set it equal to 0, you have a one-step equation. So what is x equal to? Negative 4. But remember, x is equal to h and y is equal to k. That's how we take our vertex. It's our point hk. Okay, so here, even though I see x plus 4, that's why I tell you go opposite h, follow k. Opposite h would be negative 4, follow k is 0. So my vertex here is negative 4, 0. That is my first point. That is my vertex. Okay, now just because we have this point really, really visible, right? Remember, this is h, this is k. Okay, so what is my vertex? Negative 4, 0. What is my h value? Negative 4. What is my k value? 0. So now, what is our minimum point? It is the same point as the vertex. Negative 4, 0. What is my axis of symmetry? It is always the value of h. It's the same, so it's x equal negative 4. Now remember, this is a vertical dashed line. You better have it as x equal negative 4, not just negative 4, x equal. This is a value. It's the y or the k value. That is 0, so you just write the 0. It's not a line. Okay, so now let's find our other points. Okay, negative 3, negative 2, negative 5, negative 6. And now we're going to go ahead and I need paper. And we're going to go ahead and substitute and solve because I don't think, I might have enough space. Okay, let's do it here. Okay, so if we let x equal negative 2, no, I won't. It's going to get too squishy. I know myself. Okay. So y equal to x plus 4 squared. Okay, we're going to let x equal negative 2, and we're going to let x equal negative 3. Okay, so remember, I only have to do those two because of symmetry, right? Lucas! Shh. Yeah? I'm recording. Okay, so here we go. So now I'm going to substitute. Y is equal to 2, negative 2 plus 4 squared, right? Now remember, order of operations, you are first going to take this here. And so you're going to get 2 squared. Next, right, because remember, this is parentheses. Next, you're going to take exponents here, and I get y is equal to 2, 4, and now you are going to multiply, and that's here. I keep wanting to write with the, and I get 8. And so when x is negative 2, I get the output 8. So my input output is negative 2, 8, and so this is also 8. Right, because equal distance, if this is my vertex, negative 3 or this negative 4, negative 3 is 1 unit to the left, negative 5 is 1 unit to the right, so these are equal distant. Here, if negative 2 is 2 units to the left and negative 6 is 2 units to the right, they are equal distant points, right, from our vertex or from my axis of symmetry. Okay, so now let's take negative 3. Y is equal to 2. Negative 3 plus 4 squared. Oops, I'm sorry. So parentheses, that's this here. 1 squared. Next, exponent. Remember, PEMDAS. Whoops, put it down too quickly. Here. Y is equal to 2 to the 1. And now you're going to take multiplication. And y is equal to 2. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in. And now I will get my points together. So negative 2, 8, negative 3, 2, negative 5, 2. Oh, this is so in my way. Negative 6, 8. And so these are the points I'm going to plot, correct? Okay, so here we go. Negative 4, 0, 2, 3, 4. is here, right? Negative 3, 2. Negative 5, 2. Negative 6, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Negative 2, 8. Negative 6, 8. I want to mess up. Okay, so now connects. It's really... Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible. That was a terrible... Okay, that was a better save. Okay, here's my parabola. It's really hard graphing or doing all of this one-handed. Okay, so this is my parabola. Okay, axes of symmetry. Remember, your axis of symmetry is a vertical dashed line. It is always the value of your h, or your x value of your vertex, right? So negative 4. So if I come down here, I'm just going to make... This is my axis of symmetry, x equal negative 4, right? That's my AOS. AOS dot, dot, dot. Okay. Okay, that is your parabola. Really quickly though, last thing, describes your horizontal shift. Remember, so now when you see your quantity x plus 4, because of the zero product property, because you have to solve for x as a one-step equation, right? That is why you go opposite h, because you have to inverse operate. And so if it's positive, it becomes negative, and there's my negative 4. Okay, so that is why we go opposite h, follow k. So when you see a positive, you are actually, what is your horizontal shift? We are actually making, I wanted to write an F instead of an L, left 4 units. We are going to be moving in the left direction, because even though you see a positive, because of ZPP, you would go opposite, so it would be a negative 4, and so we're shifting 4 units to the left, right? And then there it is. So in our beginning graphs, our parent graphs, our vertex was at 0, 0, but now that we start altering the h value, if you see x from the previous assignment, if you see a negative, we're making a right shift. If you see a positive, we're making a left shift. And so the parabola moves right and left depending on what is inside this quantity squared. Okay? Okay, I'm going to shut the video off, and then I will solve this one, and then I'll put up the assignment. Okay? All right. Bye, guys.